Who don't know Usher? Usher was once asked on a podcast.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Usher didn't hesitate.
Hell no.
He also mentioned that weird things go down at those parties. What are those things? We don't know. Diddy is supposedly the world's biggest source of oil with no company able to compete. The proof is that they found over 1,000 bottles of Johnson's baby oil in his house. If you don't know who Diddy is, you might think he's just a hard-working big-time trader buying and selling this stuff. But if you know Diddy well and remember what Usher said, you will say, no, there is something seriously wrong about this. Listen up. If you ever spot Diddy in front of you, run away fast and don't look back. This guy spares no one young or old, ripe or dry. No one was safe from the soap prank, from Justin Bieber to 50 Cent. Even Mike Tyson, the world's greatest boxer, wasn't immune. You greet him and he hits you with "let's go shopping." Imagine even me, despite not knowing him and never meeting him in my life, I wasn't safe from him, and I will talk about that as the last thing in this video. That's why in this video I will devour his motherfucker. Diddy, or Sean Combs or Puff Daddy, was born in 1969 in New York. His father died when he was young, at the age of 3, and they told him that his dad died in a car accident. But the truth is that his father was murdered. His father was a policeman. After that he became a gangster, means that he had connections with the mafia and was involved in things related to drugs and crimes. He had a relationship with the New York's biggest drug dealer named Frank Lucas. Diddy became a criminal exactly like his father, but on another level, and you will understand what I'm talking about later. The important thing is that Diddy grew up, knew the truth about his father, and used to say, "My father was a hustler. I learned early in life that only two ways of that, dead or in jail." There's evidence that Diddy used to go to church regularly, worked with a pastor, and was committed to working in the church. Despite all this, he became the biggest hypocrite in history. Anyway, Diddy finished university and entered the world of rap and music, working at a company called Uptown Records in 1993, after which he was fired. When they asked him why, he gave a very clear statement: "So I got fired because there can't be two kings in one castle." From this statement, you can understand how much Diddy was arrogant and saw himself above people. The year he left Uptown Records, he founded Bad Boy Records, and from that moment the troubles began to appear and people began to suffer from his actions. This Diddy is the biggest devil you might ever know in your life, and what he did is impossible for you to imagine or even think about. If he asks you for something and you don't do it, your fate will literally be either he kills you himself or hires someone to kill you. More than all this, he can erase every trace of his action, and thus he is innocent. This Diddy is a major billionaire and was behind the death of the famous rapper Tupac Shakur in '96. Who doesn't know Tupac in this world? This person could take down anyone with just one rap. Tupac at that time was the strongest rapper you could ever know. No one could defeat him, and Diddy did not like this fact because Tupac was working with Suge Knight at Death Row Records at that time. Death Row Records became famous through rappers like Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Tupac, and many others. The story of Tupac with Suge Knight started when Tupac was sentenced to prison and Suge Knight was looking for an unbeatable rapper against Bad Boy Records founded by Diddy. At that time, Biggie, who worked for Diddy, was a rising rapper and started to become famous, and people were listening to his songs. Diddy was skilled at discovering talent then, and that's why he hired Biggie to work with him. Suge Knight was confused then and said that Tupac was the only one who could defeat Biggie and Diddy. Suge Knight knew that Tupac was a very strong rapper and could defeat the East Coast. The bottom line is that there was always a beef between the West Coast, which included Suge Knight and Tupac, and the East Coast, which included Diddy and Biggie. The important thing is that Suge Knight paid money and got Tupac out of prison prison, and since then Tupac worked with Death Row Records against Bad Boy Records. Diddy knew well that Tupac was a very strong rapper, that's why he sent a group to extort him and steal his gold. Tupac didn't remain silent about this and tried to resist them with all his might, but this group pulled out their weapons and shot Tupac with the aim of killing him, but their attempt failed and Tupac did not die. Tupac knew that Diddy and Biggie were behind everything that happened, especially since they were with him in the same place, and both of them looked at Tupac and didn't help him. What made Tupac resent them even more was that Biggie, who was his friend and whom Tupac had helped when he wasn't famous, released a song. Tupac was injured at that time, and from the title of the song, Who Shot Ya, you can understand that Biggie was talking about Tupac. You can find the song link in the description. Since then, Tupac became very angry and never forgot what Biggie, and he released the strongest rap song you could ever hear in your life to this day. This rap song crushed the East Coast, and the title of this song is Hit 'Em Up. You can also find the link to this song in the description. Anyway, Diddy did not remain silent about this matter, and from the beginning he was planning to kill Suge Knight, and when he heard the rap song Tupac released, he added him to the list of people he wanted to kill. Tupac and Suge Knight were going to attend a fight of their friend Mike Tyson, and when they stopped the car out of respect for the traffic light, a car stopped next to them and shot Tupac. Tupac was hit by 2 bullets in his chest, 2 bullets in his leg, and one that almost penetrated his head. And that's when the story of the rap legend Tupac ended. The problem is that after Tupac died, Biggie was killed in the same way Tupac was killed. You're probably saying now, why was Biggie killed and who killed him? If you think that the killer is Diddy, then your thinking is correct, because Biggie was thinking of leaving Bad Boy Records and getting out. When Diddy found out, he didn't like it because Biggie was a source of huge money for Bad Boy Records, and that's why Diddy killed him. As I told you from the beginning, when Diddy asks you for something and you don't do it, he will
savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get!
To the extent that Biggie's mother, when she learned that Diddy was behind her son's murder, she said in a statement that she hopes to slap the daylights of P. Diddy one day. The problem is that no one was safe from him. This man is a walking devil. Despite all that, he used to hit and threaten his wife Kim Porter, and she was afraid of him. She wrote a whole book exposing Diddy's actions and crimes that no one knew about. The book says he was involved in the death of Tupac and Biggie, and his exploitation of Justin Bieber, Usher, and many young people he attracted under the pretext that they would work with him to become famous. Usher stated that he still suffers from sleep problems today because of what he experienced in his childhood with Diddy. Diddy was exploiting Usher since he was 13 years old, and Usher said that he used to see strange things happening in front of him and still can't comprehend what he saw. Usher was always arguing with Diddy and telling him that he was there to work, not to attend the parties Diddy's organized or went to, but Diddy insisted on Usher attending these parties and would always calm him down and telling him, "You are here to enjoy." He says that all the parties he attended were not suitable for minors. He saw things that he couldn't describe or talk about. That's why when they asked him if he would allow his son to go to Diddy's camp, he told them without the slightest thought, no. Diddy at that time held the keys to Hollywood and could make anyone famous. And at that time, that was Justin Bieber's dream, to be famous. The person who introduced him to Diddy was his manager Scooter Brown when he was 15 years old. There is a video still on YouTube where Justin Bieber is with Diddy to spend 48 hours alone with him.
Check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing, we can't really disclose. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So, and we gonna go full buck full crazy.
Diddy said in the video that Justin's having 48 hours with him where they're hanging out, and what they're doing they can't really disclose. Justin Bieber was young at that time and didn't understand what Diddy was talking about or what he meant. What he thought was that, first of all, Diddy is a singer and has many studios, and Justin Bieber is also a singer, and there's no doubt that they would make an unbeatable song. But when Justin Bieber realized who Diddy was and lived the moment, he understood everything and wrote a song expressing what he experienced in the 48 hours with Diddy. The problem is that Diddy was promising Justin Bieber that he would get a Lamborghini, but Diddy lied to him. Justin Bieber said in a TV interview that he still hasn't received the Lamborghini that Diddy promised him.
Got me a Lamborghini.
Oh, well, that's nice.
I haven't gotten it yet, though.
Yeah.
Anyway, Justin Bieber said he had a difficult time in Hollywood and he wanted to protect Billie Eilish and became mentally ill and visited the church regularly. This Diddy spared and missed no one to the extent that he tried with 50 Cent. 50 Cent, the craziest rapper in Hollywood. This man is so crazy that he hit one of his fans who was attending his show. They said that 50 Cent had a problem with someone named Ja Rule, and guess what? 50 Cent bought 200 tickets to Ja Rule's show to sit in the front rows to mock and provoke him. Really, this 50 Cent is unbeatable, and from how much tormented Ja Rule gave up and admitted that 50 Cent defeated him. If 50 Cent doesn't like something and gets angry, he hits you with a chair, a table, or anything in front of him. 50 Cent was Diddy's friend before Diddy came and said to him the words you're about to hear.
You're telling me we got a kick in this shit, and he was like, yo, why don't we like go shopping or some shit? I mean, like, I pay for it. And I was like, what the fuck this nigga just said?
Imagine 50 Cent, the most dangerous rapper, having Diddy come and say to him, I'll take you to the candy shop. What are you talking about? Which candy shop are you talking about? Who told you I want to go shopping? What are you saying? Am I a homosexual in front of you? Get him away from me or I will. Anyway, 50 Cent said he entered another dimension and his mind stopped working and he no longer understood anything. 50 Cent said that these words are supposed to be said by a man to his wife, and could you imagine that 50 Cent was not afraid of Diddy and used to say in interviews that Diddy was gay and would laugh at him? And this 50 Cent, you make a mistake when you get into trouble with him because he will do everything he might to destroy and crush you. And guess what? Diddy make a big mistake in his life, so that 50 Cent always writes a post on a Twitter talking about Diddy for people to laugh at him. Imagine that even Mike Tyson, the most strongest boxer in the world, was not safe from Diddy. There is a video of Mike Tyson and Diddy in a TV interview, and Mike Tyson felt that there was something weird about Diddy, so he pulled his hand away and moved away from him. All the houses Diddy owns are full of camera, and whoever falls into the trap and goes to Diddy's parties is in a big trouble. Diddy himself said this.
Excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt you, and I would like to auction something off, okay? If you win, you get a night out with Diddy. Saturday night in New York, and I promise you, your ass will wake up Wednesday laying beside me.
That's why 50 Cent said he doesn't go to these parties Diddy invites people to. He also said he wouldn't go to these parties because he doesn't feel comfortable around Diddy. These cameras in Diddy's houses cannot be seen or detected. Furthermore, they are everywhere and in every room. And the idea is that Diddy traps everyone who attends his parties, gets a video of them, and then threatens and blackmails them with it. Exactly the same thing Epstein was doing. The point is that we didn't know all of this until a camera in 2016 at one of the hotels Diddy used to go to captured him beating Cassie Ventura, Diddy's girlfriend. In this video, Diddy was cuffed, violently hitting her, stepping on her head and throwing things at her. And when Diddy knew that the camera captured him, he gave a bribe of $50,000 to this hotel so they wouldn't publish this video. But this video was leaked in 2024. 50 Cent wrote in a tweet Repeat, they know they can't charge him with what we saw, but they know we can't unsee what we saw. You're probably saying now, after all that Diddy has done and all the troubles he has caused from 1993 until now, why haven't they cuffed him and put him in prison? I want to tell you that what you're thinking is correct and you're totally right, but let me explain to you that this Diddy is not an easy person at all. Do you remember what I told you about the parties and the videos Diddy has on people? Diddy's parties are not attended by ordinary people as you might imagine. Diddy has connections with Hollywood celebrities, presidents, businessmen, media companies, and the government. The people who attend Diddy's parties are prominent figures like Trump, Obama, Will Smith, DiCaprio, Jay-Z, and others. This means that Diddy is not easy at all, and all these people are involved in Diddy's videos that he blackmails them with. Let's assume someone filed a case against Diddy. They wouldn't be able to do anything to him. And the proof of this is Casey Ventura, his girlfriend, who complained about him every time and couldn't do anything to him. And let me tell you more than that. The people involved with Diddy or in his videos are forced to get him out of every problem he falls into out of fear of scandal or for their own safety. And that doesn't mean they don't want to get rid of him. Diddy's crime started in '93, as I told you, when he founded Bad Boy Records, and continued until 2024 when the video of him beating his girlfriend was leaked. In addition to that, he has been accused of many other cases such as sex trafficking, bribery, exploitation of people for sexual purposes, especially minors, and other cases. And the list is very long. 2024 was a different year for Diddy, and unlike what he expected. His home was raided by HSI, a branch of the Department of Homeland Security, and they found in his house more than 1,000 bottles of Johnson's baby oil. From that moment, the problem began. 50 Cent wrote a tweet saying that HSI would not have raided Diddy's house unless they had cuffed something on him or knew something about him. 50 Cent used to say in interviews he attended that Diddy does things we don't know about, and said he never felt comfortable about him, and 50 Cent was sure of that when Diddy told him this quote, "I'll take you shopping." This Diddy has a lawyer he pays a lot of money to defend him and get him out of any problem he falls into. This lawyer's name is Mark, and he made the damnest mistake I have ever seen in my life.
I don't think it was 1,000. I think it was a lot. I mean, there's a Costco right down the street. You know, I think Americans buy in bulk, as we know.
Could you imagine after Costco heard what Diddy's lawyer said, they released a statement saying that this bad Diddy did not buy this product from them and they don't even sell it? Do you really know how bad your reputation must be for a supermarket to say that this person is a liar and did not buy from us? Now, I bet you surely want to know what this Diddy did to me, even though I don't know him and have never met him in my life. I said I would tell this story at the end of the video, and the time has come for me to tell it to you. So what really happened is that when I was young, I used to shower with Johnson's shampoo, which is the same brand Diddy bought 1,000 bottles of oil from. This Johnson's is the best kind of shampoo I have ever known in my life, and the thing I loved about this shampoo is that its scent is wonderful and I really like it. You know, I have beautiful memories with this shampoo, and the problem is that this bad Diddy was using almost the same product in his dirty deeds. The truth is that I am disgusted by everything after knowing Diddy, and now when I think of this shampoo, I quickly remember Diddy and the truth invades my thoughts. You can't really imagine how I feel now after knowing everything about Diddy, and I feel like I'm going to throw up. Anyway, this cursed Diddy destroyed all my beautiful memories with this favorite shampoo of mine that I loved in my life. That's why I created this video in which I tried my best to expose this devil and disgusting Diddy. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell, and see you in a later video.